So, welcome back to my video. So, once again, this is Jeff. This one still has to be named. They're my company for today. I know, I was thinking, what's it going to be like when I'm a parent? And if I want to be a parent at all. I'm not saying I don't want kids, but I used to want kids a lot more when I was younger than now. Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, do I really want kids? Because this generation has just slowed down so much. You got guys and girls moving out of their parents' homes when they're like 26. Everything's just slowed down. I'm 21, and I remember thinking when I was younger, like, yeah, I want a kid when I'm like 23, maybe 24, 25 probably. And I think, do I really want all that trouble for me? By the end of this, I'll probably still want a kid. But then, just thinking about maybe the pros and cons. Pros, you get a cute baby, but then they grow up, so that's a con. Pros, you've literally generated life. You've literally made a child with someone else, whether that be through artificial ways or in the natural way or adopted. You never know. You're literally helping someone to grow up and learn. So that's a pro. But then another con, when they're teenagers, they're absolute just pains. I remember I was a pain. I'm 16 years old. I used to think I knew everything. It's not the case. I look back at what I used to do and it's like, you stupid. You were stupid. You know? But and I think, do I want to get married? I might get married. Never know. But I need a boyfriend first. That's the difficult part. You actually need someone to get married to. Yeah. And then I'm thinking, like, if I was married, or if I was to get married, would I want a baby straight away? Or would I want to enjoy my life a little bit more? Just go traveling with the person that I'm married to, the person that I like. To then later on have a kid and wake up at 3 a.m. with a kid crying because they need to feed or, do whatever. Because you've got to think about that. Once you have a baby, it ain't going to be easy, From what I hear, because I don't even know the half of it. From what I hear, it's already difficult. So, do I really want to wake up at 3 a.m.? Do I want to be a stay-at-home mum or do I want to work and raise my kid at the same time? Do I give him love and attention or do I raise him to be hard and tough or give him enough love and attention so they don't feel left out and abandoned? These are questions of life. I just keep thinking, like, what kind of parent would I be? Like, would I be a really cool mum? Like, lets their kids do not whatever they want, but feel enough freedom to where they feel like they can confide in me for things. So I can be a friend to them as well as a parent. Also not stepping over the boundaries of being a kid, because we've got to raise them right. And it's just these things that I think about. Would I be a really strict parent, like not let them do whatever they want? My mum wasn't really strict, but she let me do things as I grew up slowly. Which back when I was younger, I used to feel really restricted by. 16, 17, I used to feel like I couldn't do anything, I wasn't allowed to do anything, which wasn't the case. My mum was just letting me do things bit by bit. Which also doesn't always work for every kid. That's the thing. Some parents are like, oh, but do this, so then your kid won't backchat to you or, be rude. But then some kids, it doesn't work. And for some other kids, it does work. It's a case of knowing what works for your kid when you have a kid. And these are all questions that I have through my mind. Like, what kind of personality would my kid have? How would we get along? What kind of parent would I be? Really strict or really easygoing, but still, having my responsibilities? Because at the end of the day, you're also dealing with a personality. It's another personality, and they're not going to have your personality. They're going to have traits. You have to remember that. They're not always going to do what you want them to do, unfortunately. And the older they get, that's going to be more of the case. You know, you might want them to be, I don't know, a doctor or a lawyer. They might not want to be. They might want to be an artist. They might want to create music. They might want to do graphic design, something like that, you know? And they're not always going to have your personality. They're going to have traits of it, and they're going to, you know, reflect on how you were maybe when you were younger, or they're going to do things that you used to do and still do to this day, like little habits or little things that you say. But they're not you. They're a completely different person. They're your kid, but they aren't you. And that's, sometimes I think some parents forget that. They get too worried, you know, which is normal. Every parent gets worried about their kid. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a real parent. I'm thinking like, oh, but maybe if my kid does this way, they're going to, you know, it's going to be bad for them. But, you know, sometimes they're growing. They're understanding what they want to do. You have to help guide them along, you know, so they don't make too many mistakes. But making mistakes is part of growing up. And me being the careful, methodical, planning person that I am, I always think about these things. And then I just think of, would I really want to raise a kid nowadays? I probably still want a kid. But she or he ain't having no tablet at 3 years old. No. And they're definitely not going to watch Peppa Pig. I'm going to make them watch some weird anime or something, like, oh, freaking know, Dragon Ball Z or something. Some Sailor Moon. Some Naruto. I ain't going to make them watch Peppa Pig. No Dora the Explorer. Okay, Dora the Explorer ain't that bad. She is, because she's kind of dumb. You know, she doesn't know half the things she's looking at. You know, she's asking like 10 times where the flower is. And you've said it like 20 times and she still doesn't hear you. But the movie wasn't that bad. But still not making them watch Peppa Pig or Dora the Explorer. You know, I don't want them to grow brain dead, you know, with mushy brain cells, you know? I want them to grow knowing stuff, like being real smart. I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm an average. I'm doing good, you know. I use logical thinking so far. You know, so I'm on a good track record. So I just don't want my kids to grow up stupid. Because it's a possibility. Now, I'm not saying that kids nowadays are stupid. That's not the case. But it's just definitely just the thought of having to raise my kids and how I would raise them and when I would actually have kids. And would I have the capacity to have kids? You know, I want kids, but I want to have them at a time where I feel I'm actually capable of having a kid, not just accidentally having one. And if I accidentally have a kid, it's not bad. You know, it happens. I'd still raise it. But I just want to give my kid the best. And if I can't give them the best, why am I bringing them into this world? You know what I mean? So these are all things I think about. They're just thoughts that come into my head. And yeah, that's all I think about it. So if you have kids, maybe comment down below how it was for you being a parent. And still is being a parent. Maybe they're all grown up, but you still feel like you have to parent them. Or if you're not a parent yet, you know, you're still young, but what do you think about when you have kids, or when you're going to have kids? Like, what thoughts go into your head? Like, what's your opinions on what I said? So yeah, again, this was a really quick video just to talk about that. I am wearing the same clothes as the other two videos because I filmed 3 consecutive videos in one day just to get things going, because I missed filming for 2 days. It's kind of busy. So if you're thinking, dang, she wears the same clothes and the same hair for every day, like what's going on? I don't. I just had to catch up on my filming, you know, because I'm trying to film a video every day. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and comment down below, give a like, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for everyone who was watching, and yeah, I hope to see you on my next video.